What was that? Was that a ghost? A monster? A creature from another dimension? Or just a human who went mad? Whatever it is the main subject of the poster of the film MadS, where the title likely just gave you the right idea. What is this movie all about? Should you give it a go? Hi there, it's Micha. Join me for this review if you like to find out. Romain graduated today and just wants to spend the night partying with his girlfriend and his peers to celebrate that occasion. So he visits the resident dealer to score some drugs, as you do when you are a student, apparently. Did I do university wrong? Whatever. Anyway, he isn't too picky about what he gets.
Y'a quoi dedans?
Je sais pas gros, c'est pas moi qui cuisine.
Then, on his way home, a strange woman jumps into his car. Someone who apparently was attacked or, as a recording indicates, experimented on.
Matricule 739, sujet féminin, âge entre 20 et 25 ans.
Though the reason behind it is unclear. Trying to do the right thing, he wants to get her to a hospital, but on the way there, she stabs herself. At that point, he even calls the police, but after she bled all over Romain, considering how things may look now, and with the woman apparently being dead, he decides to end the call and drive home instead. Though there, he doesn't really know what to do next. After he took a shower, the woman is gone. And Anna, his girlfriend, rings at the door, ready to go to the big party. So when their friends arrive to pick them up, he just leaves the strange woman behind, but also starts to display some weird tics. As you have figured out by now, this movie is about a virus turning people into raging monsters. While this is not precisely a zombie movie, as the infected are not dead, it is close enough. What makes this one different is the fact that it is a so-called oner, meaning it was shot in one continuous take, without any cuts. Since the director wanted the movie to start at daylight but end at night, they only had one try per day. It took multiple attempts to get all the kinks out, but the fifth take was a winner. If a movie claims to be a oner though, I immediately start to look for hidden edits, which often can be found, as I suspected in moments like this. Therefore I was a bit distracted, which totally is a me problem for which I can't blame the movie. For that reason though, I wish I would have known beforehand that there really were no edits, which would have kept me from searching for them. Anyway, that one-take approach added a nice layer of realism to the movie, and it was cool to see people slowly turn in real time. The movie also did an excellent job in handing over the action from one person to the next as the plot develops, which must have been a massive logistical endeavor, especially since it felt so effortlessly.
Putain, fils de pute! Sérieux quoi?
Then there was a scene on a motorcycle where infected Anna got handsy with her friend Julia while driving. Where I asked myself, how did they pull that off? As doing that while she was really driving would be way too dangerous. But thinking back, they didn't show the bike in a total when they got on. So it was likely placed on a rig for that scene, and later they switched it out for a real bike when the camera was on Anna before going back to Julia. While that once more showcased how well timed this all was, it also distracted me again, thinking about the logistics, which once more is totally a me problem. In a nutshell, technical aspects are completely convincing in this movie. Looking at the characters, they are not particularly relatable, as showcased by Anna's best friend Julia, who, after snorting a line with Anna, where she faked to overdose by the way,
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Je rigole.
Vas-y.
turned out to be oh so responsible.
Pourquoi t'as un test de grossesse?
Je sais pas, j'ai du retard.
And that is not even taking into account who the father might be.
J'ai baisé avec Romain.
But that just also added more realism, as real people are also not always relatable or even likable. Though overall they are likable enough, this movie was less about pitying them, but about joining them on their journey, the slow real-time transformation I mentioned before. And while at the start Romain, his girlfriend Anna and her BFF Julia question if the new drug Romain brought along was the reason behind their initial symptoms, I guess it actually slowed down the process, as we later learn that other people have turned quicker. Having more time with our leads truly is a plus, as the movie successfully delivers on that front, often even with some funny moments. Which brings me to the actors. The three leads playing Romain, Anna and Julia were doing a fantastic job, especially considering that two of them had next to no prior movie acting experience, and the added complexity of this being shot in one take. The standout for me was Lori Parvi as Anna, who at the start almost looked like a weak link, but completely nailed the needed craziness and obviously had a lot of fun with her role. And even when only we heard from the off, she delivered my favorite line of a movie. And with that being said, let's get to the rating. This is a really well executed oner, and while filming a movie in one take can be hit or miss, as some long takes may result in moments of boredom, this didn't happen here, at least not for me. Only the start was a little bit slow, but they used that moment for the title sequence. By the way, as this is a French movie, I'm not sure about the title's pronunciation. Is it MadS or MadS? As the word doesn't really exist in French language, I assume it is meant to mean MadS, likely a reference to the movie Crazies by George R. Romero. Anyway, I truly enjoyed this one, especially for the logistics and the acting. Story-wise, we got as much as a oner can give you, and it was quite an original approach. Though not all felt perfect due to that limitation, I feel that 8.5 out of 10 is warranted. So if you like movies shot in one take, don't miss out on this one. What about you? Do you also look instinctively for cut points in a oner? Would you also get distracted a bit by trying to figure out the logistics? Whatever you like to share, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share or subscribe. So much for now, see you next time, and thanks for watching. Which must have been a massive logistical endeavor, especially since it felt so effortlessly. Looking at the characters, they are not particularly relatable. Particularly.